Yesterday, a police officer came to our campsite, and the first thing he asked me is, "Are you homeless?" Which, like, I get it, because I got a big beard right now, and, like, I'm covered in dirt. I see it. But I was honestly shocked at how straightforward he was about, like, his job being to protect private property and to uphold capitalism, and how his first question wasn't like, "Hey, everything okay?" Like, where was the care? And the way he asked it, it felt weaponized. Like, well, after I had talked with him, it sounds like it's a common spot where homeless people go, and so it's a common spot he patrols. And yeah, his attitude towards homeless people was as if he were, like, disgusted by them, as if they were pests to be getting rid of. And so when he initially asked me, "Am I homeless?" I was shocked. I was just like, "No." And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't mean to be rude." And it was just wild for me, to reflect on it and to see how, like, as soon as he realized I'm not homeless, how he treated me with dignity and respect, how he backtracked from this, like, kind of aggressive attitude. Oh, man, I get so nervous around the police, and I'm a white man. Well, a white trans man. I still feel some anxiety because when I first moved to Oakland 4 years ago, I was really excited about going to the DMV and getting my driver's license updated to where the gender, instead of male or female, it just says X. But now, in this moment, I'm like, please do not look at my gender marker. Because he asked for my license, and he did a report or a check or something, and it was clear, and so he left. But, oh, it just makes me freaking nervous. Because, like, these are not my neck of the woods. This is, like, Trump country for sure. And, like, this white male cop with his hatred for homeless people and his aggressive attitude, it's not the kind of person I want to be like, "Hey, and by the way, my gender is non-binary." Like, no. I don't want him to know I'm a trans man. I don't feel safe. Ooh, so yeah, it was just, like, emotionally confronting. I'm really glad that I was able to play it cool. Because part of me is like, well, shit, technically, I guess, yeah, we're, like, don't have a house in this moment because I stopped paying rent, so does that make it a crime? Like, what defines a homeless person? Is it a person without a house, or is it a person without access to resources? And who's to say that homeless people don't have homes? Just because you don't live in a house doesn't mean that you're not home. Earth is home. And when did it become illegal to live on Earth without owning property? That's why the police are here. Sure, they'll tell you they're here to serve and protect, but who they're here to serve and protect are the capitalists, the people who own property and resources. And their job is to neutralize the people who aren't participating in this exploitative, hierarchical pyramid scheme, capitalism, so that the system can keep running and keep exploiting people. Because if people dissent to it, if they don't give their consent, then the system collapses. And so the cops are there to uphold the system. They need to make sure that, yeah, that people are not allowed to live freely, literally freely. Ooh, yeah, I was full of anger and shock and disgust and fear. And so, of course, like, I'm not going to express any of that. I was just trying to stay as cool as possible and as concise as possible. But yeah, it was definitely nervous. Damn, that really, like, shook me up. And now I'm anticipating more of that. I'm like, damn, I'm going to find this everywhere I go now. Because actually, I was there for 20 days, which is, like, illegal. But I got stuck, and I wasn't about to tell that dude. He did not seem like the compassionate type. He asked me how long I had been there, and I said, almost 2 weeks. Because that's what's legal. It's like 14 days. Oh my god. Yeah. Jeez. Oy. But yeah, I'm anticipating this happening, especially when I get near Tahoe, because Tahoe is so popular. I imagine there is a lot of people who, like, yeah, who are dispersed camping, and especially people who don't have homes, or let me say houses. Because, damn, I really do feel at home here, actually, because after spending 20 days in deep relationship with the land, walking barefoot on the earth every day, drinking from her waters, rising with the sun, resting with the moon, like, yeah, I felt at home. Part of me wishes I could have been like replay the scenario. He comes up and he's like, "Hey, are you homeless?" And I'm like, "Who are you walking into my living room like this? Who the hell you think you are? Just because you got that stupid uniform and that badge, you look like a dork." Oh, it makes me so angry. Yeah, not the energy. It was a crunchy energy. I don't like it.